mind games. You've come this far, and now face the leader himself. Find a way to defeat the leader.
Just punching really hard. That's what happened in the Genesis.
Alright, and now
game.
I actually kind of like what the leader does now, because it's kind of a good bit of irony.
Okay.
Oh, the Gamma Orb.
Yeah, the Gamma Orb, remember this. And now he throws the Gamma Orb to us, and guess what it does?
It blows up.
It sucks the energy from Hulk, because that's what it says in the title screens in the previous levels. There we go.
That's actually clever.
Cured. He's now cured. Except there's a problem. The leader's still around.
Yeah, there's a super villain going on.
What have
Third at their face.
I am acting. That's right.
You are no longer a monster, Bruce Banner. Just an underachieving scientist.
Congratulations, now you can die.
I actually really like the actor they got to play the leader. He really fits the smarmy, narcissistic attitude of the leader.
He seems to enjoying his role at least.
I know, right?
Oh yeah, guys. Hulk is dead.
Well, it helps that he has to act opposite phoning it in Eric Banner.
Yeah.
So
okay.
what to do now?
So yeah, this is actually a common thing that always happens a lot in comics, where there have been times where Banner actually does manage to get a cure, or somehow gets close to a cure, but then something always happens that forces him to back out on it because the Hulk is necessary to stop evil and shit like that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's a tragedy in it.
Yeah. So I'm actually really glad that they managed to incorporate that element. I mean, despite the game not being a bad game, I get the
Sorry, I just love how despite everything around him, he's just nonchalantly just pulling the lever like.
My God, why couldn't the rest of the game have been like this? Like seriously, this
I can at
scene
least
in boss
tell...
fight sums up what it should have been like: comical, over the top. I mean, and actually smart. Like, god dang it, the leader here actually had a smart plan. Force Hulk to go for all of this and just build up his gamma energy and then suck it all out of him. It's genius.
There you go. We were supposed to dodge his rays while doing the things, obviously.
This isn't your power. It's my curse, and I'm taking it back.
Ghost Rider did that better.
Yeah, but this is like me and Theo said. This is classic. This is the classic Hulk plot point.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying Nicolas Cage pulled off that line better than
true.
Eric Bana.
But yeah, like I was saying, it's stuff like these that makes me. Okay, yes, the game ended up being bad in the end, and of course that's a shame. But I get the feeling that the developers, despite failing, I get the feeling they were at the very least trying to make a good game. Like I said, there is a good core foundation, and there are some good ideas here. And you can tell these people, and you can tell they know their Hulk stuff, because despite, like Theo said, they do a terrible job implementing them in the story, but they even brought in some obscure characters that very few people know. So you can tell they at the very least did their research at the very least. So which makes me at the very least curious to try out the game they made after this, Ultimate Destruction, to see if maybe that could possibly be better. Because, like I said, there is a good core foundation here. If they could expand upon it in the next game, that would be cool.
I'm definitely confident that we have one of these cases also where the studio or, whatever executives wanted to rush this for a movie release definitely have a huge part to play in how this game turned out.
So there you go. This is the leader's superpower. He can use his brain to do all these giant laser powers and shit.
It's literally mind versus
and yet he
muscle.
can't look behind him when you run around and hit him from behind.
Oh yeah, and he also does this kind of magic teleport and illusion shit.
It's the double team move from Pokemon.
Yeah. So yeah, find the real leader.
Find the leader, please.
If it would stop moving, there we go. Jeez.
It's okay, because now I'm in.
When you activate the rage mode, it dissipates the others.
Yeah, well, yeah, because that attack encompasses a wide range, so I could just hit them all at the same time.
Okay.
Fortunately, this boss is not that hard, as long as you keep up a good pace in dodging his stuff.
I keep pummeling the living shit out of it.
At the very least, this is actually one aspect that this game got better than the Mega Drive game, because the boss battle against the leader in the Mega Drive game is a fucking joke, and you guys see for yourself when I show it. Because Just trust me. You'll face palm when you see that boss. I'm not even. I even refuse to call it a boss battle. Like it's okay. Jova, Teo, remember the battle against Mysterio in Spider-Man 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's just say they did something like that before that game.
I mean,
Which battle with Mysterio? The PC version or the console?
The console version.
console.
Nobody cares about the PC version, bro.
Do you have the PC
Anyway.
version, Dibs?
No.
Ah.
There we go. I think. Or was it one of the clones?
The PC version is just basically Spider-Man 2 for kids.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Berserk mode. But yeah, like I was saying, let's just say the boss battle against the leader in the it's literally like okay, I get it. The Hulk is much stronger than the leader, but the leader is as we were seeing here, the leader is perfectly capable of attacking the Hulk through other means aside from brute strength. So it makes no sense for them to literally make him a joke boss battle in the Mega Drive game. Like,
You know, considering the fact that he's one of Hulk's arch nemesis.
He's he's kind of like much like Batman has the Joker and Spider-Man has the Green Goblin. The leader is pretty much the equivalent of that at all. He's almost always one of the most specifically because of how methodical and intelligent he is. He always makes these kinds of plans that are always the most hard to top because unlike most of the other
squatting pose.
Unlike most of the other Hulk villains who are mostly just gamma infused
Monsters like him, yeah.
Yeah, the leader actually uses his intelligence to outgun the Hulk and Banner and stuff. So it's always not so much in this game, but then again, this game was more like this game was probably going more for it's the first time they met kind of deal. So it's not like the leader is still in his complete serious mode in terms of facing the Hulk, I guess. All right. By the way, Dibs, since you're good with that, do you think you can find who voice acted the leader in this game?
On it.
I'm pretty sure it's I'm pretty sure it's like a typical voice actor that you find in games, but I don't know which one it is.
Let me see.
I'm pretty sure they got quite a lot of cartoon voice actors for the non-Banner roles.
Michael Dobson.
Oh, okay. What did he do?
I heard of him, but let me check what he did. Let me check.
God damn it! Stop teleporting.
He was in a lot of animation. Let me check if he was in video games. Yep. Let me check. Oh, that's why I heard he's a veteran in the Dawn of War games, the one of Warhammer 40k.
Oh, okay. Does he also play a smart character in that?
Yeah, kinda. Psionic characters which function kinda like the leader.
Oh, there you go. This is the ideal casting right here.
Yeah, that's kinda also why I remember its voice type. But to give more something that you may understand, stuff like in his... sorry. Finally.
And now the Hulk breaks the Gamma Orb. There we go. Now it can never be used for evil ever again.
But unfortunately, this means it can never be cured.
AKA, I'll be back soon for revenge, like I always do in the comics.
Yeah, and that's sure to happen sequel to this game.
Not just that, it will appear in that comic that promotes that superhero who fights with oranges. Forgot what it's called.
Deliverance.
Yeah, Freehold is collapsing, blah, blah, blah. There are multiple routes, but only one way out. The
out.
leader's army will do... So yeah, this is kind of the Metroid final level aspect of the game, where you have
need to save the animals.
No.
Oh.
But you need to escape before everything collapses.
Whoa, tilted camera angle!
Does
It's going up low!
That is my directing!
When did that new Metroid game did that?
It did, it's a remake of Samus Returns, so it kind of has to.
Guys, Roger Christian on board.
Wait, oh, right, yeah. You know,
look at the camera angle, Dwibs.
Because of the Dutch angle, Dwibs.
Oh, God. Ugh. So, I mean, speaking of that, have you guys got the audio for that?
Yeah, I do.
What, of our commentary?
Yeah,
A
Battlefield.
Battlefield Earth, yeah.
I have my
Anyway.
regrets that I was absent for quite a bit of it
God
because
damn it!
Whoa! That was cheap.
All right.
Anyway,
Let's try
Dobson
it
was
again.
also to other stuff. For example, he was in Mega Man NT Warrior, the anime adaptation of Battle Network. Oh, he was actually in Star Ocean X, the anime adaptation of the second game. He was in Inuyasha. He has
So
a
basically, he's a veteran voice actor.
yeah, he has a lengthy filmography.
What's his most recent role?
I'll check immediately. Animation-wise, in Tarzan and Jane TV series.
The Tarzan TV series.
He's apparently is Clayton. In
Oh,
the anime-wise, he was in War Trigger in 2016. In films, he was in the Barbie video game.
Oh, he was apparently
hero.
born in he was born in London.
Hold on. When you say Tarzan and Jane series, do you mean the Disney series? Because Clayton died in the
No,
movie.
no. There was that. I think it's that new one for Netflix.
Produced by Arad Animation Entertainment Art Production.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it turns out Madman wants a rematch.
Okay, seriously, what is it with
Wait,
villains and what?
he's the final boss.
Yes. He's
Are
the final
you
boss.
kidding me? We fought this guy already. Come
Two
on.
times. And one of them was a dual boss.
God damn it! I will make sure people remember me, so I won't be obscure anymore.
The miracle never happened.
Well, I'll tell. I guess, like I said before, maybe the developers really liked Madman and they really wanted to make sure people know who he is.
It makes small sense in a sense that he's the leader's brother, so it makes sense he wanting to revenge against against beating his brother. But come on,
There we go.
Hi, Jacob.
Basically,
Go ahead, yeah, go ahead.
over the course of this boss battle, there's debris falling, and it can both hurt me and Madman. So it's always a good idea to make sure you pick up any fallen debris and use it to hit Madman.
It's like if a Zelda game had the plot being hijacked by Ganon, but at the last time... Actually, no, it's kind of like what happened in Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. We get... I forgot the name of the villain in that game.
The card,
wanted
the
to...
dual card master. God, I forgot the name.
No, the Haishin, the High Priest Haishin. Supposedly having his evil plan, but then Sato hijacks him, but then immediately Haishin hijacks him again, but then well, I forgot the name of the guy. The entity summoned by the 7 Millennium items actually hijacks the plot entirely. It's a clusterfuck.
I'll give that
Didn't this
game
kind of
credit.
thing happen in a couple
There
of
you go.
Star Fox games?
The Randy Savage look-alike.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll give that game credit though. At least that guy looked awesome, and he was a surprise. Like Madman isn't a surprise at this point. We fought him 2 times,
True.
and he's not even.
Alright, guys, and now Pedro, because the ending is a bit fast-paced, so you can miss a couple stuff if you.
Sure. Slow.
Fast pace, it says slow motion.
Is that a teleporter? Oh, it is.
It is a teleport. Well, remember that too. That's how we got here.
No,
True.
no, that is not how the game ends.
No.
Oh,
So Dr. Crawford tried to get the Gamma Orb back to see if it maybe. No, sorry, Doctor.
make up your mind. Are you
In the
remorse?
meantime, General Riker is of course going to dissect Flux, see if he can at least get the keys to the Gamma Kingdom, as he says it.
The keys to the Gamma Kingdom.
And look at this, guys. A reference to the 80s TV show.
Wow. Oh my God, they even have a
Okay,
piano.
Okay. Points for that, I guess.
And
And
that's it.
That's it.
That's
Well,
it.
to be fair, I guess they picked a good reference for the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, these credits.
Can you imagine if it ended with the 60s old intro song?
Dr. Ben.
Yeah, it would be very anticlimactic.
Yeah, these credits go on for a while. So can I
Go
get
ahead,
my
Dibs.
final thought quickly because I got a bird for a bit. It's boring. Eric Banner's completely phoning it in. The music's just a drony thing. The gameplay looks dull. The stealth stuff, even though I'm not the biggest fan of stealth, even that doesn't look all that exciting. That's it. Overall.
All right. For me, yeah, it's a pretty bad game when you examine the overall complete package. But like I've said before, there was potential for this one. I can at the very least tell that there was some effort put into this. And you can, like I've said, you can tell that the people who made this are genuine Hulk fans because they not only did they get the characters much better than the fucking movie that this game is associated. They actually even went out of their way, while half-hassedly, like Teo has pointed out, they still did put in Flux and Madman, which are obscure Hulk characters that people usually forget about. So that's at the very least a cool thing, I guess. And like I said, that final plot point regarding the leader in the battle, that was actually kind of cool. Like it's always really cool in the comic when Banner is literally about to get cured or outright cured, but then for some reason he has to reverse it because evil is about and shit. It's a classic dilemma from the comics. It's cool that they bothered to implement that, and like I said, they've actually bothered to have the line in this game, which the movie couldn't even be bothered.
I know, right?
So yeah, I really okay. It's a bad game, but I don't. There's just the hints of potential in it do make it at the very least worth checking out once. If anything, because the story, while lazy, like Teo pointed out about the inclusion of obscure characters, the story can still be at the very least fairly enjoyable for the kind of game that it is, especially compared to the movie that it's supposed to be a sequel to. It's just one of those things where it could be much better, but considering it was meant to be a tie-in project for a shitty movie, I think it could have gone a lot worse. So it's a pretty bad game, but points for trying, I guess. Teo, what do you think?
It's a mess, like
Yeah.
really. It almost, I'm tempted to say that the movie should have been a video game and the video game should have been a movie, in a sense that the movie has its very, weird style of editing and relatively small place, but it's telling a story in a way that it should have been more fit and contained, focusing on relatively small cast and going more like methodically, while the game instead throws in like a gajillion characters and has plot points that are developed very badly due to the fast pace. So I'm starting to think that if the game plot would have been slowed down a bit, it would have fit for the movie, while the movie plot, if sped up a bit and adjusted, could have been fit instead to the game. So what the fuck, man? Other than that, there is mostly untapped potential because, again, it could have been a bit better with the just right amount of modification, like a bit more enemy variety, a bit more introduction to the villains, partners, family, and friends supporting us. Yeah. But that's instead what happens, and this is the result we have seen. But I will not say it's completely bad. It could have been savage, but it needs to be taken in very small bites. Honestly, it doesn't look like a game I would love to speed run through, despite its short length.
No, this game can be quite tiring because of how much it dragged. Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Jova.
Yeah, this is a game best played in small doses if you're a huge Hulk enthusiast. I mean, yeah, the gameplay when it starts off is fun. But then when you get
to... welcome.
Not only that, they don't mix it up well enough. I mean, and what's worse is that more often than not, you're confined to smaller spaces in a Hulk game. And you don't even get to use much of the environment. Like, that's kind of a cardinal sin, even for a PS2 game. And, yeah, you know, the sad thing is that there definitely seems to be a good game, though, buried deep within here. I mean...
Testing by absolute quality.
I guess by that they mean there was no game-breaking glitches, because otherwise the quality here is kind of subpar. I mean, the writing's all
Well,
over
they
the.
can't call themselves subpar quality now, can they?
I know, right? I mean, the writing's all over
That's
the.
bad PR.
I mean, the writing's all over the place, but there are the occasional good few winks here and there. I do like that they actually went out of their way to include a lot of Hulk's adversaries, considering how vague they are. If only they just explained them better. Yeah, that's the weird thing. Did this come out before or... Oh, wait, no. No, actually, this came out after the 2002 Spider-Man movie video game. It's like, well, yeah, now that... What that video game did was present all these different mini episodes surrounding the villains, so we got to know them well enough up until the boss fights. Like, why couldn't they have just done that here? Yeah, this game is a mess. It's a long, well, no, not
Also,
even long, but it's a padded out
sorry,
mess.
Joe.
And
Sorry.
I'll be a rod!
Executive Director of Production, Kevin Feige. This was remember this was back before he was apparently before he was in charge of the movies. He was in charge of Marvel video games, I guess.
Also, Doops, you just noticed Avi Arad's also on board this.
Yeah.
Goody.
All right. So that was it. So, all right, Jovi, you're done.
Yeah.
Okay. That's just in time because before we go, how about the behind-the-scenes documentary?
Sure.
Might as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. I'm just going to. Yeah. Now you can actually choose all the levels. You unlock a level select after finishing it, and you unlock these modes: endurance mode, where you basically fight until you die.
Hulk smash
that?
mode.
Yeah. Basically, it's generic endurance modes.
I guess
worry.
Hulk Smash is about destroy the most number of objects.
Here we go. The making of the game.
Alright. I forgot, is Universal Interactive still a thing?
No.
Oh.
His strength is
Oh yeah, that's
His
right.
size is unbelievable.
His game is boring.
Incredible.
They gave all the things to Activision, yeah, right. Oh, I remember this part of the trailer.
Yeah, that's
thing.
seen not in the movie even.
This music, Jesus. Grunge, Jesus, God.
A tremendous opportunity for us as game makers to be able to just have complete access.
Ready?
Working with Universal Pictures, ILM, director Ang Lee, all the filmmakers.
Okay, here we go.
So there you go. It turns out the filmmakers actually helped out, and while they were making the movie, they were sharing all of their stuff with the Radical Entertainment, so they could properly match things up.
Film to the game and beyond. We were
Well, ironically, yes. That is one thing I'll give this game is that the continuity with the movie is solid, for the most
Yay.
part.
Basically, we were running together along through the whole entire process. All the design things that we were doing along, we were sharing with them.
The idea is to capture in every single detail the world that we've created in the movie and translate it into the game world.
To really push the bar on the game people's
Tom
side
Patesman.
to make a character walk.
The visual
and
effects guy
move
from the
and
movie.
do the things
So
that
we are
the
raw in
digital
this by
character
any
does in the
chance.
No, don't worry.
film. That was quite a challenge technologically, I'm sure, for them also, just as it was for us in the movie.
We put a lot of emphasis on our
Team
physics
Bad
simulation.
Oh yeah, this is what they're mostly proud of, the physics engine, where things fall down accordingly to how they were hit and shit.
Well, that's that footage was clearly edited over that computer.
Objects and the characters interact as they would in real life.
Also, I can see that the HUD was a bit different. In a sense that the enemy's health bar looked a different color, and even your rage bar looked different.
depending on
A bit in colors. Yeah.
This was still using.
And there we go, another HUD.
They made this documentary while the game is still in development.
Yeah, I actually kind of enjoyed this to see how a game evolved during the course of the time.
One of the
Oh
It's,
god.
it's hilarious when it's about a bad one.
tool that we developed in-house.
It also, I'm also interested to see always what like dumb-yet content was.
By going through his
So there you go. This
messages,
is the guy literally
say up and
altering
down
Hulk's
buttons to
moves.
Make him do a kick, and then
There you go.
editing specific, say, punches or attacks.
Yeah, to calibrate every single bit of the detection. It's not
Feel as
easy.
if you're a player playing the Hulk, but you are the Hulk.
It's just such a generic comment.
It's like what they said about the Batman Arkham games. This game makes you feel like you're Batman.
We've actually worked with the talent from the film. Eric Bana, playing the character Bruce Banner.
Talent.
He was able to retain his
Well,
character
Eric Bana is talented. It's just that
doing
for
this
this
film,
particular
he's also doing the game for us.
movie/game, I guess he just left his talent at home. I guess.
Infected by this disease.
Wow, wow, we actually get to see him phoning it in. That's
We
amazing.
were able to let the game open up in San Francisco. We have the Hulk jumping from rooftop to rooftop downtown San Francisco. Another environment we've been able to bring into.
So there you go, Joe. But this is the guy you have to blame for Mind Over Mutant.
And this was a really fun one because we
I
got
think
to-
I remember now that I think about it. There was like a Jimmy Neutron episode who made a parody of the movie.
I've forgotten. Has Ang Lee ever made something of this scale ever again? The
No.
movie, I mean.
Watch Life of Pi. That's my favorite thing.
Life of Pi had a big budget as well, didn't it? Well, that was mostly for that tiger, though.
Yeah, but that movie was actually good. That's the point I'm trying to get at. That and Brokeback Mountain, I also love that.
Has a lot more playtime. We put in tons of hidden secrets that kind of extend the gaming opportunity and let people just have fun with the Hulk experience as much as they want.
Yeah, sure, buddy. I get that you're supposed to sell the product, but
I get the
damn.
feeling that they were making this documentary mid-development and didn't know what the end result was gonna be.
H-U-L-K.
Like, from what I can tell, this was actually made probably during the film's development, so I guess no one had any idea what this was all gonna turn into.
And guess what? They also have a special feature talking about the special effects of the Hulk movie. So let's check it out. Why not?
Sure.
It's actually exclusive to this game. It's not available in any DVDs or Blu-rays of the movie. You have to buy the game to watch this particular feature, because you know there you go. That is the selling point right there. It's so you can watch this exclusive special feature.
That'd be like if a Mario game, but it'd be like if you had a like the Blu-ray release of the Super Mario Bros. Movie, but in order to watch the behind-the-scenes documentary, you have to buy Super Mario Odyssey.
The atmosphere, the way the cables snap back like a snake, all have meaning to Ang, the director, and it's all part of the world. that he's
So
created.
the way the cable snap have meaning to Ang Lee.
The explosion, the destruction, the smoke.
Clearly, he was the right person to direct a big-budget Hollywood action blockbuster.
Yeah, it just doesn't work. It's like putting Michael Bay in charge of a hard house indie film. Like,
I'd love to see that. If I need to find out how. Well, to be fair, he did almost kind of do a little bit of something like that with 13 Hours, and it wasn't that bad.
In terms of achieving emotion,
Then again, it helped.
Emotions.
It helped that that film was about his favorite thing, the army.
don't you see too? That's what they're talking about the special effects. We need all the polygon goodness to show emotion.
And so what you see
And don't
here
throw
is
Pearl Harbor at me. That was the
we
Navy.
literally take the first pass on the animation, and from there we draw over it, and we try to kind of isolate and think about what happens if a human body actually went from 9 feet to 12 foot.
it's difficult to be able
But
to
Bruce
do it in a way
Banner's
that
9 foot
people
tall.
This is
Apparently.
beyond what they've seen, beyond what they
You kind
can
of
imagine.
misworded it there a bit,
What do
mates.
we do next to make these movies that much more exciting, entertaining for people to go see?
What a great place to conclude this.
Wow.
Alright, everybody. In the next part, I show the rest of the special video features, and I also show off an interesting little extra gameplay thingy that we can unlock. And that's a neat, yet again, another neat reference to Hulk fans that I think Joe and Tail will probably get a little bit of a kick out of. So,
Alright then.
see ya for that.
See ya.
See ya.